Alright, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, blah 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 blah. Okay. December 30th, 9:41 p.m. Blah blah blah. Good morning, Max. Not gonna laugh. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Can't you see I'm feeling distinctly unfabulous? I had to make some kind of reference to Pegasus.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina.
How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did.
Mo told me I should come and watch this.
Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Aw, she loves him.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in illegal limbo. How low can you go, Mo?
Top of the morning to you, Governor.
Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Ah ha 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 ha, not funny. Aha, here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thank you.
So how are you today, Wright?
Well, I got the feeling today I'm gonna face off against the real criminal.
You mean Acro?
Huh?
You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. All I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is. I'm used to it already. It just means I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Yeah, I guess that would be better for her to know the truth. Exactly 10 a.m. Nice, the courtroom too. Weren't we in 5 the other day? Jeez. The court is now in session in the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What is the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order, order. I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution would present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. It sucks to be Gumshoe, man, seriously. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say time to walk the courtroom tightrope. You're not funny. Alright. How the heck did the birds get in here?
Name and occupation.
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is
near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Alright, here we go with our first testimony. Alright, what you witnessed. It It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside my window. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Huh. Alright, well, this witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it!
Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Oh, what, now you're bringing it up in court? Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that could actually happen. I even did the Von Karma voice, but anyway. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. Sorry with all the throat clearing. Don't worry, if you're wondering, no, I'm not, sick or anything. Alright. Just after 10 p.m., I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise. Alright. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. I really hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna press him. Okay, good. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lift things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? There is a contradiction! As many of you should probably already know. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection!
Objection! If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Yes, we do. We have the silk hat. Aww, no epic finger point. What a tease. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Fibbing? Wow, just say lying, come on. You've been fibbing! You sound like a 5-year-old. Order!
Objection!
Objection! Like always, someone has to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Oh, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury on this court today? He has a grudge against Max. Acro was dreaming. Acro is the real culprit, it must be. Because that's really the only explanation. Because nobody else was anywhere near there at the time. Mo was in his room. Ben and Trilla were waiting outside the circus for Regina. Regina was elsewhere. And Max was in the ringmaster's room. You know, as we've come to believe. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness.
Oh, he loves birds so much. He could possibly be the killer. It's so beautiful. Okay, in the next part, we're going to find out whether or not we can back up our claim of Acro being the murderer. So I will see you guys then. So see ya.